All right, we're going to go over how to configure a new provider. So in this example, I created Kay Basso. You create her just like any other person. You would click Add New. You put her in her information. Okay. You definitely also want to do a care provider. In this case, I already did that. I entered her information right here. You need last name, first name. She's going to be a physician assistant. So in this case, it is Krista Basso. So it has her information. She is on staff. She is billable. She's a mid-level, and I attached her supervisor as Dr. Wren for the time being. She will need her NPI and state license and all this information filled out once it's on file. She'll also need a signature on file. Okay. I also attached her user ID, but I clicked over here and I put in Kay Basso and it attached her to the correct Greenway ID. Okay. Under schedule administration, we're going to add her as a resource. And let me just see, what do we do? So we will call her Krista Basso. Krista Basso. Let's call Krista Basso for now. We will attach her to Krista Basso. We will configure her as, usually for doctors, we'll leave it as resource. We'll just leave it as nothing here. Overbook we will set as 1. Okay, we can look at some of these other things. So overbook should always be really 1. That's Krista Basso. We'll add a alternative resource label there for now, Kay Basso. All right, resource categories. She is a provider. So procedures is basically the procedure rooms. We have ultrasounds, which are the different ultrasound rooms in the different offices. Extenders we don't really use too much anymore. I will put her in that category just in case we ever alter it. So we're going to click over here, Edit. We're going to add Krista Basso. And we're going to save it. We're going to do the same thing over here for providers. She is a provider. So we're going to choose, you can be part of more than one group, obviously. So we have to click that. All right. Let's see. Appointment types. So these are already established. Basically, extenders and providers can get these appointment types. So we don't really have to make any changes there. Appointment categories. This is also set up locations. So very important, we actually have to add her to the different locations. So we're going to click the edit. We're going to add Krista Basso to Summers Point. We're going to add her to Galloway. We are going to add her to Manahawkin. We are going to add her to Cape May Courthouse. We're going to add her to Sewell. And we're going to add her to Voorhees. Very important, whenever you add any new provider, I already did this, but you need to make sure that they have the ability to schedule at all the locations. So again, to do that, you basically highlight everyone. You highlight everyone there. They can view and modify the schedule, and basically you click there. And that's basically how you configure the new provider. As far as setting up her account, she will do most of this herself when she logs in for the first time. I'm going to go ahead and make some changes now to appointment scheduling. So in our wizards, I'm going to add her right now to the soonest available. This is what Call for Health or anyone really uses if they need the soonest available appointment. I'm going to add Krista Basso over here. So this is how I do that. I'm going to click Any, click Schedule, I'm going to click Save. Let's see. New patient appointment. She's a PA, so she won't be dealing with that. Any PA, any office, I will add her there. In this case, we're adding, it doesn't matter if you use provider or extender. This is just set up as extender, so we're going to add her there. We're going to save that. And if we want, we can actually set up a KB anywhere. Well, let's set up a sample wizard. So I'm going to set up KB anywhere. So I chose all the locations, any appointments, appointment type. She does established. And doesn't matter if I choose providers or extenders. I'm going to do Krista Basso. So times, so you would only change this if there's a combo appointment, but basically whatever time it gives the patient, that's what it is. It's 15-minute appointments. Dates are going to be automatic, and we're going to call that KB. We'll call that follow up anywhere. And now she has a new appointment. And you can do the same thing for, for example, we can do just Summers Point. So again, we're going to set up Krista Basso, and we will call this KB follow up Summers Point. All right, and she is largely configured.